You guys, I'm doing a thing I said I wasn't going to do. I think I'm going to apply to Outschool. Whatever. Okay, so I'm allowed to change my mind. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Marilyn Brown from Teach Marilyn B Style, and I wanted to talk to you about Outschool. Have you applied? Listen, I don't really know anything about it. I'm literally in the application process. I'm gonna, here, look, this is my page. Haven't even hit submit yet. I was honestly going to make a video all about how I'm never gonna apply to Outschool because it just seemed like too much for me. And then the idea of applying when my kids go back to school seemed really intriguing. Like, when they're all out of the house, I could make extra money during the day for people whose kids are at home. Especially right now with all of the distance learning that's going to be happening, there are so many opportunities. And I was looking at some of the requested classes that parents have. And I was like, I could totally teach about that. I could be an actual expert in this. I just wanted to make an entire video about my application process. So here we go. So one of the first things you want to do is find one of the myriad Outschool teachers and use their link, or one of the parents that you know. So if you don't know one, please use my code. There's a link down below in the description box. Number one, you can get a $20 credit for Outschool classes. So if you have kids of your own, or if you know somebody with kids and you would like to gift them an Outschool class, you can use that credit for you clicking somebody's link. So definitely use somebody's link. I think that's just a fantastic idea. It's a really great resource, and it gives you a chance to kind of try out the platform and see if it's something that is a fit for you and your learners. So that's number one, find somebody's link. The second thing that I would suggest you do is just go ahead and look at what's out there. You can find classes and just kind of see, are there classes that are even worth taking? Would I pay for this? There were so many things that held me back, would I ever pay for my kids to take a class like this? Or why would I do that when I could just teach them that at home? But listen, I remember way back when I only had one little guy at home and I was still teaching in the classroom. Speaking of littles, here they come. Hi, I'm recording. What are you doing? Thanks. Ooh, thank you. There he was. He's so big now. So during my last year of teaching, I remember not wanting to go back and talking with my husband about wanting to stay home full time and deciding to resign, and that's a whole different story. You know, I should probably do a little, make a vlog about that. Anyway, I remember deciding, we prayed about it and decided that me staying home would be the best for our family. And then he talked about, you could homeschool Miles. And I was like, yeah, that's never going to happen. I just, side note, I never say never anymore. When it comes to me and God, if it's something that he wants me to do, he will find a way, he'll equip me. And so I don't say never anymore. Enter distance learning, and I had to homeschool my kids. I mean, you know what I mean. If you want to see that whole video, I can link that too. Oh my goodness. Hi.
These ones look like lottery things.
Because let's be real, the thing that I learned during quarantine school is that I let my kids watch way too much TV. They're doing that right now as I'm recording. So I just never really felt that pull to explore any homeschool type options, especially teaching for Outschool. But here we are. With this opportunity, I'm kind of I feel like I should jump on this, because what if they have a hiring freeze? What if they change their hiring requirements? I don't want to miss an opportunity that could be a really great fit for me. All right, so applying to Outschool. So once you're on their website, at the very top bar, it says Teach, and you can teach with Outschool by applying. One of the really cool things about Outschool is that you don't need to have a degree. You can be an expert in just about anything because you know about it. As long as you pass their background check and pass through the application process, then you can be a teacher, which I think is amazing, and it's really important because it values people's experience and knowledgeability. I'm honestly kind of nervous about this application process because I know some people who made it through super quick on their very first try, and I know some other phenomenal teachers who had to apply 3, 4, or 5 times, maybe even more, before they were accepted. So I think persistence is key. If it's something you really want and think you would be great at, you should keep going. But if you're easily discouraged, then this may not be the opportunity for you, but I am not easily discouraged when it's something I think I'm capable of. And because I've seen so many teachers be successful at it, I really want to try now too. And also I just have some really cool ideas for classes, so hopefully I'll get accepted, and so we'll see how it goes as this unfolds. Oh my gosh, you guys, it took me a minute to actually record a video because, okay, so you have to like, at this point now, you have to make a 3 to 5 minute video. When it first, like, Outschool's been around for a few years now, and it used to be a 30 to 90-second video. So it was literally like introduction, one concept, bye. And now it's 3 to 5 minutes of an actual class that you are going to write a description of. They want to see how you'll word a description, how you're going to carry that out in a classroom in real time. And so mine is about bottlenose dolphins. It's actually about how to draw a bottlenose dolphin like in a cartoon style. So I don't know where I came up with this. It was like 11 o'clock at night on a weeknight, and I was like, this is what I want to do. Oh well. I just like kind of looked around my classroom and thought like, what can I do easily that I don't have to do a whole lot of prep for right now? And that's what I picked. So we'll see if it goes through. If this application is successful, then I'll post that video here on YouTube and I'll let you guys see what I submitted. See, I guess I can post that anyway so you can see what I submitted, whether I get through the application or not, and then I can kind of analyze like what I did right and what I did wrong. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you think that would be useful. When you're going through the application process, the very first thing you're going to have to do is watch a series of videos so that you know what you're getting into. It's called Outschool 101, and I mean, it's really as straightforward as it sounds. It's a, how many were there? Let me see. Okay, so there are 13 videos. They're all pretty short, and they answer all the basic questions that you'd want to know. So I'm not going to answer any of those here. I feel like that would just be totally redundant. If you're actually for real interested in it, just click the link below and get started. Or click the link of a friend that you know, because that way they get credit and you get credit. I think there are just so many fun ways to connect with families. The one thing that I saw that kind of bothered me at first, probably because I wasn't part of this community, was that it seemed like a lot of people were taking, like their kids were taking other teachers' classes like within the Instagram community, and I was like, this just all seems sort of redundant. Like, what's the point? But it's such a great way to connect with other teachers in our community. What a fun way to get to know your teacher friends like on Instagram or here on YouTube than to actually get to teach their kids as your students. I just feel like that opportunity is so unique, and it's not something that we would get to do in any other time in history. Because this technology is available to us now, we have this opportunity to reach farther than we ever did before. I'm super excited about it. And there are honestly other opportunities that I'm kind of like rattling around in my head right now, things that like people in a small group cohort of teachers that I like, we meet weekly and talk business, that I've seen like some of these teachers do, and I'm just like, that is amazing, and you have some amazing entrepreneurial skills that like I just would never have thought to do that. The one unique thing about Outschool I'm really intrigued about is that you really get to teach what you want. You get to create courses and see if learners will sign up for it. You price things out. So you have to have some creativity and entrepreneurial skills in order to succeed on this platform. If you're going there with the expectation that someone was just going to tell you what to do and how much they're going to pay for it, I mean, you can do that, but it still is going to take some legwork. You're going to need to do your homework to find out what parents might want and also what your knowledgeability is and how you can creatively turn that into a class. Sometimes there's like one-time classes, or you could do like a recurring class, ongoing. You can do a semester-long class with assignments and a syllabus. So it's like, seriously, the sky is the limit. Okay, let me just do a little screen capture right now. I think that would be fun. Okay, so you can see, and it's geared toward, because I already, like, when I filled out my profile, I filled out my learner's profile. So my boys are 4, 6, and 9, and so it's going to have things that like 4, 6, and 9-year-olds might be interested in. Already it is tailoring things to my family just so I can see what's out there. It's super cool. So we've got, let's see, public speaking for shy children, courage and conviction in elocution. Oh, I like the sound of that. Secret Agent 201 Advanced. create secret coded message game. This sounds really fun. My boys would love that. One-on-one tutoring in reading, writing, and or math, ages 4 to 7. Let's talk about Roblox. I need a new butt. Oh, I've seen that. I've seen that book in the store. That is funny. Storytime for innocent laughter. Let's talk about butts. My boys would probably love that. I think that would be hilarious. So Outschool is only for students, so ages pre-K all the way up to 18. So keep that in mind. You're not going to be teaching adults. What makes Outschool a different opportunity, and then also what makes it similar? So I have been a VIP Kid teacher for 2 years, and there are a lot of similarities to it, which is why I feel like it was a really natural move for a lot of teachers to not jump ship, but to add this onto their resume. There's flexible hours, you're an independent contractor, you can work from the comfort of your own home, so you're working remote. And then there are certain like country requirements. VIP Kid is pretty strict. You have to be a resident of, not resident, you have to be eligible to work in the US or Canada, but this one you need to be currently located in and a full-time resident of US, UK, Canada, Australia, or New Zealand. Which is also really intriguing. I think that'd be super fun for like my kids to take an international class from somebody in a different country. I think that'd be so much fun. Here's where they're really different. You create your own curriculum, so there is some creativity involved. You have to be at least 18 years of age. It doesn't say anything about a degree requirement, whereas for VIP Kid, you have to have your bachelor's. Oh, and the other major difference is that you set your price points for your class. So you have to really understand and know your worth and know how to sell classes. And there are so many cool videos on YouTube right now, and I can recommend a few. I'll put them in the description box as well. If and when I get hired with Outschool, I will get my feet wet first and kind of figure it out for myself, and then I can create a video on that as well. So they don't actually have their own platform, meaning like software that you have to download. Everything runs on your browser. You would post all of your classes onto their website, and then you actually hold your classes via Zoom. If you're already familiar with Zoom for meetings, then you're one step ahead of everybody else that has to learn. One thing that I found like kind of frustrating was that when I started my application, I skipped over the like Outschool 101 videos and like paragraph things. And I saw at the very bottom that it said your video needs to be 3 to 5 minutes. And then when I went back after I had already recorded it, I saw in the application that it could still be 30 to 90 seconds. But because I already created a longer format video, I just kept it. It did say that I was supposed to only have a 100 megabyte video, which like for a 5-minute video is really small. So like I actually had to finagle and like work that out to shrink the file size down. But it's fine. It worked out fine. It's definitely a growing company, and I think there's a lot of room for growth because it's sort of a more free market type of enterprise. Not entirely, because 30% of what you earn does go to the company because they've already created a platform where parents can find you. They've done their homework. They've done background checks on all of the teachers, and they monitor all of the classes that are offered. So because they have set up this entire network, obviously some of that money is going to go towards maintaining it. So it's not like entirely a free market. You're still an independent contractor. All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and sign off right now because I'm going to hit submit, and I want to go ahead and record that for you and just kind of like go through what I put on my application. So I'll share that screen with you, and we'll see how it goes. I will record my next video after I hear back. Okay, so here's the application page. I really want to share this, so make sure you do Outschool 101 first because that's going to answer most of your questions. Again, that's why I'm not spending too much time on those here. It's not all videos, like I said when I first recorded mine, because I hadn't even finished looking through all of those lessons yet. Some of it is like literally a paragraph or like 2 or 3 lines. So it's really quick. Make sure you do that first. And then fill out your application. Okay, I am extra, and I literally put every teaching job and mentoring and tutoring experience I've ever had with a year and location. And then I listed all of my credentials, all of my websites, and then I listed a bunch of, off the top of my head, classes that I thought I would be interested in teaching. And then I decided I'm going to draw a cartoon dolphin for my class listing. And that was what I did for my 3 to 5 minute video. Again, I could have, if I had read the instructions first, like we always tell our students, but I didn't because, I mean, teachers are some of the worst students. Can I get an amen? I'm telling you. I know I always skip the instructions. I already recorded a 5-minute video, and so I'm just going to submit that. And yeah, I agree to the terms. Oh my gosh, here we go. I'm nervous. All right, guys, here we go. Wish me luck. Send me your prayers, all your good vibes, and I will let you know the outcome soon. All right, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me and seeing what the application process looks like so far. And please come back for part 2. I will let you know how it goes. If I get rejected, I'll make a video, I promise. And if I get accepted, I'll let you know what the next steps are. I will catch you next Monday. Happy teaching! Went on like nearly everybody's VIP Kid Instagram feed. All I saw was applications to Outschool, listings of Outschool classes. Yes?
I want my present.